Stay tuned for the upcoming review of the Nike Air Max 90s. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the DC show. This is T McNeil. Today is Friday. So guys, check it out. It's been a while since I've done an actual reveal of any type of shoe, whether it be a Nike shoe, New Balance shoe, etc. So I'm definitely excited to be back today on a lovely, beautiful Friday, might I add. Again, to do an actual when I was on the foot, but an actual review of the Nike Air Max 90s GS versions. Alright guys, now there's a lot of different variations and colorways of this particular shoe that's out right now. So, but we're gonna do a actual review today on this particular pair. Now, here's the deal, guys. They're actually a good-looking shoe. Okay, I'm definitely going to say that. We'll go over the materials because I want to talk about this green snakeskin material. Okay, and we'll go over that in a moment. All right, but the official colorway, guys, is black, and fur. Okay, guys, so it's not FUR, it's FIR. So black, and fur is what the official colorway for this particular 90 is. All right, now as far as the release date, guys, they're already out, as well as various other colorways as I just mentioned, guys. You got pink fire, something called stark gray, atomic teal, black and white, etc. So there's a lot of different variations, but if you guys actually like this particular shoe, I would advise you to go on Nike.com and check it out for yourself, you know, if you want more information on it. Alright, but very good looking shoe. It really puts me in the mindset of the New Balance shoes. You know you're going to get a lot of the comfort, you're going to get a lot of support with these particular shoes, especially on the heel portion of the shoe, because it's got that red shocks right at the bottom of the ankle. I'm sorry, bottom of the heel. Okay, guys, so it's going to be able to absorb a lot of the shock and a lot of stress that you put on your feet through these shoes. Okay, guys, now shoes can be worn just every day, or you can actually work out in the shoes, you can go run in the shoes, etc. You know, the choice is up to you. All right. So, no information on the screen, anything like that. We'll just go over the shoes and get you guys' thoughts and opinions. Alright? So, as far as the shoes are concerned, that's what I'm going to do, guys. First, let's go ahead and pull the actual paper that comes with the shoes. You guys are familiar with that. We'll actually put that off to the side for a second. Now, starting right here, guys, on the actual shoe with the toe box areas, guys. You can see that buttery smooth leather right there. I do like that a whole lot, guys. These shoes are fresh, but just keep in mind over time that, you know, as always used to talk about, this may have the tendency to crease, but also depends on how frequently you wear the shoes as well. Okay, so just keep that in mind and keep an eye on this, because like I said, over time it will be able to have the tendency to crease. Alright, but like I said, it's a really smooth, soft, buttery leather, almost like a premium leather. Okay, so that really feels good. Now we go to the outer portion of the toe box area, guys, right where the green snakeskin. And let's talk about this green snakeskin for a second. Now the green snakeskin is, I'll make it up today, as far as the word is concerned, or phrase, we'll call this imitation snakeskin. Okay, it's not real genuine snakeskin, but it's definitely different. I will say that, as far from a aesthetic standpoint. So that looks great. But like I said, it's not real snakeskin, guys. It's imitation, but the snakeskin does have a nice, soft, premium feel to it. So it doesn't feel, you know, cheap or anything like that, even though you know that it's not genuine, it's not real, but it does have a nice premium feel to it. So I do like that a lot. Now what they did was they brought the snakeskin all the way across the side panels of the shoe, right up in here to the upper. Okay, and then what they did, guys, also is right where the overlays is, where the shoestrings are. They actually made this out of a rubberized type of material. So I do like that. And the rubber actually feels very tough and feels a little grainy, but it looks good, you know, aesthetically. Okay, so I like how they put that on there. There's just a few little panels of the rubber on the shoe. You know, it's not a lot of rubber on there, but it does look great from an aesthetic standpoint. Okay, now as far as the Nike swoosh, they kind of buried the Nike swoosh as part of the midsole. So some of the midsole of the shoe is actually like covering some of it, but you know, it does look good, okay, for the most part. Now the Nike swoosh itself, guys, comes in that same buttery smooth soft leather that the toe box area comes in, you know, or that premium leather, as I like to call it. So that looks good as well. And then right around where the ankle support is, guys, you have more of that buttery soft leather that follows right at the top of the shoe where the ankle support is. All right, so if we move on down past the snakeskin, guys, right to part of the midsole as well, right here. Now with the Air Max symbol right here, guys, is all blacked out. I do like that. And then it comes in that nubuck type of material. Okay, so one thing about suede and nubuck, it reminds me of the New Balance shoes, guys. And I always talk about the colorway is so important, because depending on the color of that particular material, you know, it kind of has a tendency to either hide or show defects. Okay, now because of the fact that these Air Maxes are actually blacked out when it comes to this portion right here on the midsole of the shoe, and the nubuck is actually blacked out, it's not going to show as much. But the only other issue with the fact that it's blacked out is the fact that it will show dirt and it will show lint, okay, especially lint. Okay, so your best bet is to try to keep this as clean as you possibly can. You know, they do have different type of accessories out here that you can actually clean the shoes. They have certain foams and things that you can spray right on here, and then you can actually just damp it a little bit with the included brush, and then you can just kind of, you know, swipe and clean it like that, and that'll get a lot of lint and things off like that. Now, if it's like a gray material, like let's say like the 574 New Balance or something like that, it's a lot lighter than this. So that's really going to show the dirt. It's really going to show any type of imperfections, any impurities in the shoe, etc. So, like I said, the darker the material, 9 times out of 10, you don't really have to worry about it as far as the dirt's concerned. It's there, but it's just not going to be shown as much, okay, if that makes sense. All right, guys, but for these particular Air Max 90s, like I said, the nubuck is blacked out, so you're not going to see it that much. I do like that a lot. Now, if we go to the rear of the shoe, guys, you know, they got the Nike Air symbol right in the back of the shoe. It comes in the red, so the red definitely pops a whole lot. I do like that. And also, the little panel that the Nike symbol is sitting on is also in that rubberized grainy material as well. So that looks great, but the rubber is actually soft to the touch. So I do like that a lot. The rear of the shoe has some individual stitching there where the nubuck panels actually meet together. And then right at the back base heel of the shoe, guys, you have the soft rubber outsole. It's not a solid rubber outsole, but it's just a basic rubber outsole, okay? And it comes in that white, all right? And then, guys, if we go back to the bottom portion of the midsole, you see how they broke it up into the white and into the black. So that looks good. And like I said, you got the Nike shocks. That's what I'm gonna call them, guys. Nike shocks right here in the back to absorb the shock, you know, and you know, whether you're running or whatever you're doing in this particular shoe. That's what those actually for. And a lot of different shoes actually have this embedded into it, okay? Especially a lot of the running shoes as well, all right? So let's go to the back to the front of the shoe real quick, guys. Now the shoestrings is all blacked out, but here's something kind of special about the shoestrings, guys. If you look real close, they got red tips on them, okay? So not a big detail, you know, it's not something to go, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it works, man. And the thing is, it matches the Nike Air symbol on the back of the shoe. Alright? So, like I said, man, it looks great. Now, what you could do, I mean, you could swap them out. I would leave them all black, to be honest with you. But, I mean, you could swap them out, put red shoestrings in there, If you can find this shade of green that comes in the snakeskin, you can even put that in there. Either one will work. Or you can even put white shoestrings in there, because all of those different color palettes is already on the shoe as it is. Alright. So obviously this is the left shoe we've been talking about the whole time, guys. Now, the right shoe is exactly the same. You know, I always talk about that, man, because I know some shoes like the LeBron 16s, and I'm thinking some other shoes out there as well that actually has like different aesthetic changes to them based on what side of the shoe is on. So the left shoe will look one way, one particular color, and then, you know, the right shoe will look another way or another type of color. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something that Nike does, and I'm a big fan of that. Alright, now if we go to the last portion of the shoe, guys, to the outsole, the bottom of the shoe, nothing real spectacular. You know, it's all blacked out. It does have a Nike symbol right there at the bottom. That's all blacked out as well. But the most exciting thing about the bottom, guys, is it's got that grip at the bottom. So even though I'll say unofficially that these are slip resistant, because it doesn't say that they're slip resistant, but this is the same type of rubberized material on the outside that you find on like certain work boots and things like that have the slip resistant, I don't want to say code, but you know what I'm talking about, guys. It has a slip resistant finish on it, you know what I'm saying? And they're rated slip resistant on the box, is what I was trying to say. So like I said, unofficially, this is not slip resistant, but it's enough to really grip the ground. Let's put it that way. Okay, so your ass shouldn't be sliding around too much on the shoes. Let's just put it that way. All right. But yeah, man, that concludes the review. Oh, you know, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't even go over a couple of more. I'm getting ready to end the video, man. I am lunching today. So let's talk about the tongue real quick, guys. The tongue now comes in like a neoprene or like a really soft mesh. And then right at the top, guys, we got the Nike Air symbol right there. Okay. Has Air Max on the tongue as well. Might be a little hard to see. And then lastly, if we go to the interior of the shoe, it's got the Nike Air symbol right there. And actually the material is all blacked out, and the shoe liner is also blacked out as well. Alright, so now that concludes the actual shoes. If you guys have any comments, any questions, leave them down below, and a brother will get back to you. Like I said, they are available right now. As far as the price, guys, just message me down below. Like I said, if you really want to know the price, or what you could do, guys, is go on to Nike.com. Like I said, check it out. You know, it's called Black Fur. Okay, guys, and they're the Air Max 90s GS. Okay, guys, that is the official name and official colorway of the shoe. So if you go on Nike.com, as I stated, look the shoes up for yourself. You should be able to find them, guys. It should come right up. There's a lot of different variations, guys, so you gotta do a little bit of searching, but the price will be on there as well. Alright? So, guys, check it out. Make sure that you like and share this content. I would definitely appreciate that. Also, if you enjoy the content, make sure that you smack the hell out of that subscribe button. And lastly, do not forget to tap the bell symbol. That way, you receive notification when the DC Show puts up new, or in some cases, updated content. So I appreciate you guys watching and listening and tuning in. And for the next time, have a good one.